In conclusion, premium IOL can improve near, intermediate distance, unlimited visual acuity, and therefore reduce spectacle dependence in patients with high refractive error and cataract. Trifocal, best for distance and near vision. EDOF, best for intermediate and distance vision. And the most important thing, जिसको हमने discuss नहीं किया, is the cost. And cost, you must understand, कि अभी बढ़ती जा रही है, जब से डॉलर आगे बढ़ा है उससे और बढ़ा गया है. I will not go to show you my slides because I think so. हम टाइम कितने पे पहुँचे जी? 20 मिनट. बात देखो उसने फौजी ने बता दिया मुझे. तो आई एम जस्ट गोइंग टू, ये पेन ऑप्टिक, दिस इज माई फर्स्ट पेन ऑप्टिक विच आई वाज डूइंग विच पेन ऑप्टिक टोरिक विद फ्लैक्स व्यू. दिस द मैक्सिमम पॉसिबल जिसमें आप सर्जरी कर सकते हैं विद ऑल द एडवांस थिंग्स. याद रखें, सर्जरी जहाज जितना चलता है, कुछ प्रॉब्लम किसी वक्त भी हो सकते हैं, बट यू शुड बी पेयर. काउंसलिंग इज़ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट, प्री ऑपरेटिव एंड पोस्ट ऑपरेटिव. आई विल जस्ट कट दिस शॉर्ट एंड गो बैक टू माई द बेसिक जैसे कहते हैं सिनेरियो. सो विच आई वुड लाइक टू टेक. अ यंग मैन 32 ईयर्स का था. विल यू लाइक टू डू विल यू डू. तो द पॉइंट टू टेक होम इज़ रिफ्रैक्टिव लेंस एक्सचेंज इन केस ऑफ लेस देन 45 is contraindicated. Please, ये आपका take home message है. Premium IOL is not the answer for any, because if you do it before PVD detached, PVD नहीं हुई है और 45 years के, the chances of them developing retinal detachment increase more than 30%. हम वीडियो retinal surgeons हैं, ये हमने अपने आँखों से देखा हुआ है. तो going for refractive lens exchange in young patients is total take home message is no. It should not be done before, whether it's a monoocular or whether it's a premium lens. Please do not go for refractive lens exchange at this age. दूसरी बात थी क्या with the diabetes वाली बात थी, उसमें बात यही आती है कि we should offer them जो RLI जो refractive से phakic IOLs are available. I'm not going to discuss it. जो young बंदे हैं उन्हें phakic IOLs दें और उनमें उनका criteria है. So don't go for refractive lens exchange, but you should go for phakic ICLs, which are available here, which can be used and which has got minimum refractive error. So in all those cases who are less than 45 years of age, in which are unfit for refractive surgery, should be going for phakic ICLs rather than going for any kind of a premium IOL or giving. ये बहुत कम. और तीसरी आंसर है, if somebody has got diabetes, जो दूसरा सिनेरियो था, subtle ERM on OCT थी, early DMA थी, forget about premium IOLs, go for monofocal toric IOLs, and that is the take-home message. Thank you very much for the patient listening.
Thank you. Thank you very much, General Mother. Now I'll invite Professor Moin. He'll give us a talk on importance of IOL material in cataract patients.
Thank you very much. I think Mazhar has mostly covered my talk. Thank you very much, sir, for doing that. So what I'll just quickly discuss is IOL material and how much does it matter. Everybody is using IOLs, and the thing which we consider is what is the posterior capsular opacification rate. Endophthalmitis and calcification are the things which can cause problems. So how many people sitting in the house think posterior capsular opacification is an important thing for the patient? कितने लोग कहते हैं कि बहुत important है? तो कितने लोग hydrophobic lenses इस्तेमाल करते हैं? कम करते हैं. तो hydrophilic is more, but do you think कि hydrophilic lens has more PCO या नहीं? मेरे एक्सपीरियंस में तो मुझे तो ज़्यादा लगता है, लेकिन जैसे जनरल साहब ने कहा, इट्स प्रॉब्ली नॉट आवर चॉइस. पेशेंट्स की जो पॉकेट है एंड द थिंग हाउ थिंग्स आर वर्किंग. Hydrophobic lenses are more costlier than hydrophilic lenses, but we know everything कि hydrophobic gives you better results. लेकिन अगर आपने hydrophilic भी इस्तेमाल करना है, do you consider कि ये square edge होना चाहिए IOL? So मेरा C-Flex है, that is a company, but like City Lucia, they have come up with square edge designs which have solved that issue some bit. But hydrophilic mein, there is another issue. If the material or the quality of the lens is very low, क्या लेंस की ओपेसिफिकेशन या कैल्सिफिकेशन प्रॉब्ली लोअर कॉस्ट लेंसेज में आजकल तो देखने में ज़्यादा आती है, कि लोगों को फील होता है कि हैं मैंने तो 3-4 एक्सप्लांट किए हैं लोगों के, लेकिन किसी को नज़र आई है कैल्सिफिकेशन ऑफ लेंस जिसमें टोटली ओपेक हो जाता है, आप समझते हैं कि लेंस से नज़र ही कुछ नहीं आ रहा? आई है. So they are reported people having problems with calcification. So I think lens material matters. You are the person. मेरे पास कंपनी वाले 10 बार आते हैं कि ये लेंस चेंज कर दें, ये लेंस चेंज कर दें. मेरा क्वेश्चन ये है कि दिस है, so this is a myopic patient, -6 है, so we are going in hydrodissection कर ली है, and we are going to put in a phaco handpiece and let's see what happens. कुछ चीज आपने नोटिस की है इसमें? क्या चीज नजर आ रही है? The AC has suddenly gone deep. So, and this happens in myopic patients, post-vitrectomized patients. So, इसमें क्या कर सकते हैं? पहले probably which I started doing was to reduce the flow of the flow that is going through the phaco handpiece. That is one option of doing it. Because what is happening is in these patients, anterior chamber में जब fluid जाता है तो zonules are weak, so they are pushed behind and you get a reverse pupil block. So in these patients, doing research on this, I found that if you just put one iris hook in these patients, the anterior and posterior chamber का pressure equal हो जाएगा, and you will see that you are getting a rather dilated pupil rather than जैसे ही वो एकदम डायलेट होता है तो उसके बाद या तो इट comes down when you're doing irrigation aspiration, or even during surgery you get problems with that as well. So this is one video of this going through, or if I take it which I was telling you so this is the same, this is another patient having the same surgery. So now this is fully dilated pupil, very deep eye. So ये मुझे करने दे रही है surgery, pupil constrict नहीं हो रहा, but I am doing it. The problems I am facing, phaco handpiece ऐसे जा रहा है 45, उससे भी ज़्यादा आप dip कर रहे हैं, आपका dialer बहुत deep हो रहा है, कई बार you feel कि ये lens पीछे गिर जाएगा, you feel कि कई बार myopics में इतना ज़्यादा आ जाता है, but it didn't happen in this patient. लेकिन as soon as I come out for irrigation IA करने आया तो the pupil जैसे ये खत्म हुआ तो pupil constricts immediately. ये देखिए pupil, if you're going in for a simple IA, it constricts immediately. So if you use an automated IA, that produces much more flow, तो उससे फिर dilate हो गया आपका. But if you come in to remove the subincisional cortex, so I found out that using the same iris hook, you can get your iris hook superior अपने subincisional bone.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. I thank the moderator of the previous session, Brigadier Sakir Naeem. Thank you very much, sir. With this, we will start the proceedings of inauguration. First of all, I would request President OSP Federal, Professor Tayyib Afghani, to take his seat. Next, I would request President OSP Quetta, Professor Shams Bazai, to come and take a seat. May I mention that this was the first conference which was co-held by OSP Federal and OSP Quetta. I would request the General Secretary, OSP Quetta, Dr. Iftikhar Tareen, to come and take his chair. Next, I would request the Chairman Scientific Committee, Professor Amir Yaqoob, to come and take his place. I would request Professor Major General Mazhar Ishaq, President OSP Center, to come to the stage. And lastly, I would request our chief guest, Professor Lieutenant General Retired Mustafa Kamal Akbar, to come to the stage. We start the proceedings with recitation of Holy Quran. I would request Dr. Mahmood to come to the rostrum and recite verses of Holy Quran. Dr. Mahmood.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والضحى والليل إذا سجى ما ودعك ربك وما قلى وللآخرة خير لك من الأولى ولسوف يعطيك ربك فترضى ألم يجدك يتيما فآوى ووجدك ضالا فهدى ووجدك عائلا فأغنى فأما اليتيم فلا تقهر وأما السائل فلا تنهر وأما بنعمة ربك فحدث صدق الله العظيم.
Jazakallah. Just a short announcement that lunch would be served in Chinar Hall after the inauguration. इसलिए थोड़ा सा सब्र कर लेंगे. Next, I would request all to raise from their seats for national anthem.
Tu nishane ya
Thank you. Next, I would request President OSP Federal, Professor Tayyab Afghani, to give his welcome address.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Lieutenant General Retired Mustafa Kamal Akbar Sahib, Major General Retired Mazhar Ishaq Sahib, President OSP Quetta, honorable delegates, on behalf of OSP Federal and OSP Quetta, I welcome you all in most sought after scientific and academic activity in the country. I won't take much of your time, but just a welcome statement. However, it will be a pleasant surprise for all of you that this meeting today is actually happens to be multinational international meeting. We have delegates from 3 countries, Jordan, Palestine, and Afghanistan, as part of this meeting. So it can be rightly called international meeting. We welcome all of you, and I will especially mention without mentioning it, my speech will be complete. I'll especially mention the efforts and commitment of our evergreen, ever-present, hard-working General Secretary, Lieutenant Colonel Retired Shahid Saeed Saab. Thank you very much, and please enjoy the meeting and the beautiful environment. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Next, I would request Dr. Iftikhar to represent OSP Quetta to give his welcome address.
Thank you, Dr. Shehzad. Assalamu alaikum. My dear colleagues, seers, and honorable guests and chief guests, Assalamu alaikum. I hope that my guests will be enjoying the scenic beauty of the Bhurban. I am really thankful to Major General Professor Mazhar Ishaq Saab, President OSP Center, Professor Tayyab Afghani Saab, President OSP Federal, Professor Dr. Yaqub Saab, President-elect OSP Center, and OSP Federal. Colonel Shehzad Saeed Saab, GS OSP Federal and Center, for their tireless efforts and hard work to arrange these arrangements. The idea was floated by Colonel Shehzad Saeed when the OSP Federal Conference has been delayed due to some political activism in Islamabad last time. The idea of combining these two sister societies conference together was floated by Shehzad Saab, and we worked on it. The logic behind was that to get a new trend of conducting 2 conferences between the 2 sister OSP branches, to get best possible knowledge and from the single location where international and national delegates and speakers are invited. These helps us in save the time, cost, and also reduce the load on the pharmaceutical companies as well. Secondly, the situation in Balochistan due to floods are not favorable for conducting the conference over there in Quetta, and make possible to free the people to come to the Quetta. Most of the people are, most of the time, they are reluctant to come to Quetta. Since long, land situation in Quetta is debated. If it is unfortunate that we are living there in Quetta, is unfavorable to others, but it is very favorable to us to conduct a conference over there in Quetta. But the peoples are reluctant to come over there. But once they come, perception is changed. I am requesting my all colleagues to change your perception. Please visit us and taste our hospitality over there in Quetta. And in future, we are planning to arrange OSP Quetta conference in Gwadar. But the mere problem which we are facing is transportation. Whenever Gwadar airport is fully operational, we'll start work on it. In the past, I will not come in that I am very thankful to all of you to honor us and participating over here in this conference and honored us with your presence. Thank you, all of you.
Thank you, sir. Next, I would invite President OSP Center, Professor Major General Retired Mazhar Ishaq, to give his address.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Mustafa Kamal Akbar, Professor Tayyib, Sir Shams Beza, my dear delegates, ladies and gentlemen, Assalamu alaikum. It's an immense pleasure that we have been able to conduct this conference. And I was just thinking, contemplating that for the last couple of years, we are going in circles of having problems, whatever we are doing. Last time it was COVID. And this time we had a political uncertainty. Even a couple of years ago, one of the company rep rang me up and said, "Sir, long march वैसे क्या होएगा?" मैंने कहा अगर नाम लेते हैं, अभी बहुत long marches हो चुके हैं, so we are able to conduct this conference. Alhamdulillah, we are very successful. I'm really grateful for all delegates to make it over here. I'm really grateful to all the pharmaceutical companies who have been able to come and participate over here. My special thanks to OSP Balochistan to take this opportunity and join hands with OSP Federal Branch. And I think so the future trends in all the scenarios which are that it is time come where we may have decreased the number of conferences and look into it how we all work together on this. I think this may be a point of our next agendas also. And hopefully we will come up so that the content of the conference is good and it is not repeated, and moreover it is not causing burden to the pharmaceutical companies and even for the OSP itself. We are grateful for all the speakers who have participated and give their best possible results to us. It's very important from my point of view that to thank all my staff and all those people who are not visible, who have worked very hard for this thing. Also, all the executive council of OSP Ahmedabad who have worked hard under the able leadership of Professor Tayyib Akhwani and Colonel Shahzad to improve on whatever possible is done. Thank you very much, and Allah Hafiz.
Thank you, sir. I would request our chief guest, Professor Lieutenant General Retired Mustafa Kamal Akbar, to his address.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. It gives me great pleasure to welcome all of you to Bhurban, which we have been looking forward to for the past 2 years. Unfortunately, due to various reasons, this has been delayed. And the good that Quetta people have also joined us, and hopefully when they have their conference, more of us will go there. And I look forward to you all coming next year as well. Thank you very much.
We have a few shields to distribute. I would request the honorable guest sir नीचे आ जाइए ताकि नीचे ही हम सारों को शील्ड्स दे दें. सर को नीचे कुछ. The first shield is for President OSP Federal, Professor Tayyib Afghani. Next is for Professor Shams Bazai, President OSP Quetta. Our chairman, scientific committee, Professor Brigadier Amir Yaqub, worked twice this time because we made the program in May and then had to reshuffle it again for October. We thank you for that, sir. Next is Dr. Iftikhar Tareen, General Secretary, OSP Quetta. Next is Dr. Shehzad Saeed, General Secretary, OSP Federal. Next, I would request Professor Major General Mazhar Issa, President OSP, to receive his shield. Next, I would request General Ishaq to present the shield to our chief guest, Professor Lieutenant General Mustafa Kamal Akbar. Before the vote of thanks, we would acknowledge 5 of our dear colleagues who have really made us proud. In fact, Pakistan has 5 medical colleges, principals, ophthalmologists, and this is not a small thing. This speaks of the administrative values that we have inculcated. I'm sure Ophthalmological Society of Pakistan has a big role in that. So I would request Professor Nadeem Hafiz Bhatt, Principal Allama Iqbal Medical College Lahore, to come and receive his shield. Next, I would invite a lady ophthalmologist who has always made us proud, Professor Sophia Farooq, Principal Quaid-e-Azam Medical College, Bhurban. Next shield is presented to Professor Shams Bazai, Principal Laura Lai Medical College. और भी प्रिंसिपल्स हैं, अनफॉर्चुनेटली दे आर नॉट हेयर. मैं सिर्फ उनका नाम मेंशन कर दूंगा. प्रोफेसर राव राज कमर, प्रिंसिपल निश्तर मेडिकल कॉलेज मुल्तान. प्रोफेसर शकीब अनवर, प्रिंसिपल रावल मेडिकल कॉलेज इस्लामाबाद. को हम शील्ड पहुंचा देंगे सर. I would request President OSP Federal, Professor Afghani, to give vote of thanks. After that, we would have a group photo. और इसके बाद हम inauguration करनी है exhibition की. And from where I would request everybody to move to Chinar Hall downstairs for lunch.
Thank you very much, everyone. I think this is, we have our meeting is going wonderfully because of participation for all those and because of the team that has worked behind the scenes. Dr. Shahzad Saeed Saab, his team, and OSP Center, OSP Quetta. Really thankful to all of them. And of course, the backbone is our pharmaceutical people. I also thank all of them for participating and making this event a great success. Thank you very much. Please join us, the shield holders, for a group photo here. All are requested.
After this, we'll have the inauguration of the exhibition and can move then to for lunch.